Hello everyone, this is Jomar Hilario. You are in the webinar, the Monday webinar where you will learn the 23 deadly resume mistakes in virtual careers compiled by myself from personal experience, from understanding how clients behave because I'm a client, I hire virtual professionals. There are certain things we look for in resumes and that people are not really familiar with. We think we know because we've read it, but probably we don't. Okay, so I'm going to teach you tonight. So tonight is a teaching or learning webinar. If you're ready to learn, please say the words, I'm ready to learn. So we can just type, yes, I'm ready to learn. So we can begin. Thank you, Joseph, Marjorie, Cheryl, Anne, Bernie, Kans, Karen, Joseph, Andre, Edison, Jeline. Thank you so much for being with us today. And let me know if the audio is very good. Tell me by saying, yes, I'm ready to learn. Okay, very good. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Abe. Thank you for everybody who's ready to learn. Let me just begin. In creating a resume being that piece of paper that you think is very important. It says in the internet that resume is a thing you use. So I did a Google search, okay, and this is a French word, and does it ever occur to anyone to even look for like the definition of resume before they even try to create one? So let me just show you my internet. A Google search. You say define resume, and if you don't know how to pronounce it, just do that. See, it's mali. Resume.
Resume.
So that's the wrong thing. It has to be resume. So let's try this one.
Resume.
Ulit.
Resume. Resume.
So that's what it's called, resume. Resume. It is a brief account of a person's education, qualifications, previous experience, typically sent for job application. Okay, so maybe by definition, it's correct. No, it's a correct how we do our resume is correct. It contains education, qualifications, previous experience. That's what the dictionary, the Google says. No, but that's not what a resume should be. Because dictionaries is just one way to define it, but resumes are not used by the dictionary. Resumes are used by the client, right? The client. And we should know the definition of the resume from the client's point of view. And tonight I'm going to define that for you. The entire topic of 23 massive mistakes for resume making. I'll just show you a little bit about myself. Is it okay for me to introduce who I am? Who's the guy talking behind the microphone, because you don't see my face? Anyway, I am Jomar Hilario. I am the person who wrote that book that everybody here in Dubai is holding in this picture. This is the Dubai meetup for the Jomar Hilario virtual careers. So these people have been influenced by my book there that you can see, and has changed some of their lives. Not all, but some. And there's, this is one of my most popular posts last year. Sinabi ko lang, are you still buying things and not experiences? And I said, ad for a travel agency, LOL. And this post, I think, gathered like 100 plus likes, which doesn't really happen for my personal account. So this underlines, that's my daughter, by the way. This underlines why we're here together, okay? So here's some questions for you. Do you love your family more than you love your work? Yes or no? Do you love your family more than you love your work? Because if you answered yes, then you're in the right place. This is where you learn about having to practically love your family, not just because you give them money, but because you're also there with them. You're doing your best to be a present parent to your family, a present brother, a present sister, a present aunt to your family, not just earning and giving them money like an ATM. So in here, I personally pursue that kind of sacrifice to become a better person inside the house, not just an earner inside the house. So you may find other people talking about virtual careers, which is a word I coined, by the way, or freelancing, and they may say about talk about money and all that stuff, but it's just one part of our life. Money is just one part. The more important part is mood, right? Terrible mood, money is not important, right? And your relationships, uh, of the closest people around you, right? Your parents, relationships with them, your health, all those things, more important than money, really. And this is where we discuss that. Okay, and this is another picture. We're gonna do a meetup for this group very soon. The South Virtual Careers Professionals. So these are the people who meet up in the South, somewhere in Cavite. There's a lot of virtual professionals in Cavite, primarily because I think it's really hard traffic there. Okay, so maybe they have more suffering, so they're more fortunate. Okay, so this is a picture from 2 years ago, my virtual careers summit. We're gonna do another one on October 7. So please bookmark that date, October 7, or it could be the week after. So that's October 14th. So I'm thinking of moving the date from October 7 to October 14th. It's gonna be a massive event, and I'm inviting you guys to make sure you bookmark that, alarm that, and when I announce to you the time to join, you just go join. So it's October 7 or October 14. I-bookmark mo yung 2 days na yon, or pick one and get a venue soon. And so you can join us here. This is a summit. In a summit, you will learn a lot because I'm not the one speaking. The people beside you will be speaking and in the audience. So like in the last event, I think I had 30 speakers in 12 hours. 12 hours event. So good evening. You can learn a lot when you go to the summit. This is a one of its kind, one of a kind summit wherein you're not forced to write down notes. You will be forced to interact. It's a literal conference, and this is one of the services I do for the community uh, to help you learn from each other, the success stories to teach you. So I'll just be the host in this event. So that's a short background of myself. One sentence myself. I'm a provinciano. I grew up and studied in Laguna. I studied computer science at UP Los Baños. Uh, Worked for 18 years in the corporate world. Was bullied in high school. Um, was retrenched in my previous work. I retired in my first work. Never knew any business since comsci nga ako. And I learned about computers before the internet was invented. So right now, I'm teaching people how to do virtual careers from the house here in Manila. And I have 4 children, all of them small. And we homeschool the 3 children. Practically, both of us, kami mag-asawa. So family life is really different for us. You can call us a pioneering family because not only do we earn online, we earn at home. We also school. We teach at home the kids. So we ang education mga bata with us. And my family is what you would call a prototype mobile family. So don't be surprised if you hear me doing webinars from Europe, for example. So if you're looking for that kind of future, you are in the right place because I'm living it for you guys. So I'm studying how to do it so you guys can do it also. Okay ba yun? So that's my introduction to myself. I hope it was helpful. And also my family, 13 kids kaming lahat with 2 OFWs, both of them permanently separated from the family. So hope that helps. Let's start learning. Okay? So, do you make these 23 resume mistakes online? Question, how many of you have created a resume specifically for virtual careers? Pakisabi nga, yes, me, yes, me, no, 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 yes, me, ganyan. Okay? So, how many of you are interested in never making the wrong mistakes about resumes? So, yes or no. Okay? Type me dyan, yes or no. It's very important you react because it helps me smile because there's nobody here. So, hirap talaga pag wala kang kausap. Okay? So, and how many of you would like to earn high on your first online job? Kasi kakasimula mo palang mag-apply, mataas na agad yung rates. So, my promise for you tonight is if you stick with us to the end of the webinar, because I'm gonna go fast, okay, in the lessons. I'm not gonna really explain so much. I'm just gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna show you some examples if I can, and then the bottom line of today is, let me promise you, at the end of this session, you will think that the resume is useless. That's my promise. Okay ba? After spending 30 minutes explaining the perfect resume, you're gonna learn at the end of this webinar that maybe the resume is not that important. But let's find out together. Okay ba? Okay? Sorry, if you're excited, say, yeah, I'm excited. So we're gonna proceed. Okay. Ready na, vroom vroom? I'm just waiting for somebody to say yeah, and just gonna go straight. Mention 10. Okay. Go discuss 10 resume mistakes, and then stop to catch your breath, and then go for another 10. Okay, let's go. Andy, Huven, Dennis, Irene. Okay, let's go for this. Okay. Resume mistakes online. By the way, I compiled this myself. Number 1, you still use an objective. Who here starts off their resume with name and then objective? That's because, or name or summary. You start off like that. You put your name and you say objective or summary. That's crazy. The objective or summary is usually you say, my objective is to find work that will blah, 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 blah. I am so sorry, tumatawa ako because nobody cares about your objective except who? Who cares about your objective if you put in an objective? Or who cares about your summary if you put in a summary? If the reader reads their objective to find work, blah, 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 that means it's for you. So it's only for you. So the client will just shut down his brain because this person is talking about what he wants. And the client, he's not really interested in you, what you want, because unang-una hindi ka niya kilala. Not because the client is evil, but because you are not somebody you're not friends. So your objective or your summary doesn't matter to this person. Maybe the kind word is doesn't matter. Okay? Because ang hinahanap niya, can you repeat this in the chat room? Somebody who can do the work. Sabihin niyo nga yan. Somebody who can do the work. And if your objective doesn't really say that, then you should stop putting that up. So, no objectives, no summaries. Okay? Usually, hindi natin ginagamit yung objectives and summary. Number 2, when you create a resume, usually ang haba niya. Nung tatay ko gumawa ng resume, when I was younger, I was so impressed. It's 25 pages long. So, pakisabi nga, 25 pages. Sabi ko, grabe, alam mo, binasa ko yung sa resume niya. Tapos sinabi ko sa sarili ko, grabe, sino ba naman hindi mag-hire sa tatay ko? Grabe, ang daming ang dami niyang alam, ang dami niyang talent, and probably listening to this webinar, probably not. Pero very, very talented at the thing, right? 25 pages, talented. Ano nangyari? Hindi pala yun maganda. Because dapat pala, when you apply, type niyan, when you apply, you must erase stuff that's not needed by the client. Erase the stuff. Okay? Let's say you did 3 different jobs and the second job was really, really different and not needed by this client looking for this job. You should erase that job. Okay? If you have several websites na ginawa, tapos the client is looking for let's say a graphic artist na marunong mag-SEO. Okay? Graphic artist marunong mag-SEO. Tapos gumawa ka ng artwork. So, isama mo yon, yung website na may artwork. Isama mo yon. Tapos, meron ka ding ginawa essay. Gumawa kang blog, no? Gumawa ka maraming essay sa Medium. Dapat yung Medium blog mo, burahin mo yon. Okay? Because the client is not looking for a writer, he's looking for a graphic artist na marunong mag-SEO, not a writer. So you have to remove that. And there are other people, since we're talking about URLs, we think if we give the client multiple websites to visit, to show our stuff, to see the stuff that we have done, they're going to be happy clicking away. Yes? No. Clients only want one URL. Pakitype, one URL so that makikita niya yung kaya mong gawin. If the client wants to see your work, you must only give the client one URL. Burahin mo yung iba mong URL, ilagay mo lahat ng mga, the proof of what you can do into one website. It could be as simple as one Facebook album. Have you seen that? Nakakita na kayo ng Facebook album? Yeah, I hope so. Have you sabi nyo nga, yes, I know how to make a Facebook album. Yeah? So kung meron kayong mga proof of whatever you can do you think you can make a Facebook album based on that proof? Facebook album called Proof of My Work. Jomar Hilario, hindi work of my skills. Tapos ito, ang laman nito mga screenshots. Siyempre hindi picture, no? High quality yan. Tapos I can upload more pictures of what I've done. Let's say, yan. Yan. I'm uploading a photo. And that's what I've done. So if it's obvious that that's work, I'm just gonna talk about this. This is where I created a guide to something. And I posted. So I can completely put more stuff into the album and then show this link here up there. Show that link. Show that to the client. Kasi yung link, kailangan hanapin natin yung link to the post. Ito pala yung link to the post. Kailangan hanapin natin yung link. Where's the link to the post? I don't know how. Get link. Here, click on get link and then get this link and then give that to the client. Obviously, it's hard, but because it's a massively long link. But you know how to shortcut the link, right? Do you know how to shortcut links? Oh, we don't know how to shortcut links, so I'll show you how to shortcut links. I'm going to go here and go to Bitly. And in Bitly, you can shortcut links, but make a long link shorter. Okay? A long link becomes short. I create a Bitly here. Type in the long link. It's going to make a shorter link. And since I'm super lazy, I'm not going to use a coded link. I am going to use a easy to understand link like my skills. Like, so I just, sorry, I can just put in 2017. And I just go to jhilario.com/myskills2017 and I give that to the client. Boink. That's as easy as you can get without buying a WordPress blog to show your proof. As easy as, a Facebook album. Way to showcase your skills. It's using a portfolio website or a WordPress blog. Okay, and how do you make a WordPress blog? as apparently I have a tutorial and it's free, right? I'm gonna give you the link right now. Sandali na. I'm gonna check if the link is right. Minsan hindi tama eh. Okay, I found it. So I created this nice tutorial on how to make a brand new WordPress tutorial, and it's really new, step by step. There's that link, I gave it to you, and it shows you how to make a WordPress blog, because that is the best way to showcase your portfolio or your screenshots, not necessarily Facebook album, though Facebook album is very first WordPress blog. So why make one? Because it's the best way to prove to a client that you are worthy of a high rate, because you have your own WordPress blog. Anybody can use Facebook album to upload, screenshots of work, but not anybody can create a WordPress blog. So those, you have two options now, right? You do have to buy your .com, your name, like jomarhilario.com, inside the system. You buy it from my recommended host, okay? However, it's very cheap. It's like, magkano lang ba? 500 a year, pesos a year. So, sobrang siyang mura, tapos makakabalik ka pa ng mataas na income, because a person with a hosted WordPress blog is impressive. Okay? So, moving on. Don't raise URLs, you don't raise skills that are not needed. This means your resume must be customized for the client. Type the word customized. And if you find yourself too lazy to customize, you deserve the low rates. Okay, moving on. Number 3, you still think it's about you. The resume is never about you. It's about the combination, the matching. Everybody say matching. Ooh, 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 ah, ooh, ooh, ah. The matching, Excuse me. Ang hirap katamag. Matching. Okay. The matching between what you know and what the client wants. Matching, matching, matching. If you can show to the client that what you know is what he wants, there is a match, right? If the match happens, then it's not all about you. Jomar, it's still about me, kasi ako yung laman nung resume akin eh. Yeah, but not really. You just have to learn to match what the guy wants with what you know. Dapat they match. If it doesn't match, you're still making a resume about you. Eh, hindi nga. Hindi nga. Okay? So there's got to be a big, nice match between the qualities. Minsan hindi skills eh. Minsan you have to have a humorous personality. Goodness, nakakatawa ka naman pala sa totoong buhay. Sino sa inyo ang nakakatawa pala sa totoong buhay? Meron ba sa inyo ganon? Then dapat sabihin mo rin yun sa resume mo. Because the client wants a human person. You get me? It's not just skills. Ma-match mo kung anong gusto niya. Because yes, it's not about you. It's what the job description says. Ayun. It's not about you. So, isa na naman kagalingan. By the way, when I talk about resume, I talk about 3 things. I talk about cover letter, proposal, and resume. The whole thing, to me, is considered part of the resume. So I'm going to go deeper to that. Moving on. Number 4, you're still thinking about paper. A long time ago, siguro mga 4 years ago, I would tell you this, and I did tell this 4 years ago. Clients would print out your resume on paper and bring it with them and read it. Okay? Mga 4 years ago, that was true. Alam nyo ngayon kung paano na? Ask me today. How do clients read your resume today? Ask me, dali, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. That's how everybody reads today. They don't print out your resume on paper. What do they use? Biglang, I know this part's probably you're going to say, what? Yeah, you're probably going to say, I'm not sure. Okay. Can you guess? Clients use their cell phone, their tablet. That's what they use. Their cell phone or their tablet. Ito tanong, yung resume mo ba pag binasa natin sa cellphone, papatos ba yan? Maiintindihan ba yan? O magda-drag lang sila. Hindi naman mabasa to sa resume na to. They use their cell phones, their massive phablets, and they use their tablets. And if they can read sana your work on a small screen, they don't have to go out of their way in printing it out. They just read it on the go. And that's reality. If they don't use their cell phone, they're going to use their tablets. So you have to make sure you're not thinking about, wait, it has to be one sheet lang, one sheet, di ba? That time mag-set yung one sheet, one page. Dati. Totoo. Ngayon, there's no such thing as one page. If it's a cell phone, it's really tiny. If it's a tablet, it's really wide. You get me? So you're no longer forced to fit it in one, piece of paper. If possible, you can supply your client with more than one version. Oo nga, gumawa ka ng pang cellphone na PDF, pang tablet na PDF, and pang printing na PDF. Ang galing-galing mo, di ba, pag ginawa mo yun? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ewan, here in my resume in 3 different forms, whichever you want to read. You don't need to make a mobile responsive resume. Just make a thin version of your resume, yeah? Designed for cell phones. And tell the client, open this. If you're on a cell phone, open this. If you're on a tablet, open this. If you want to print it out, open this. Galing ninyo. That's a great takeaway. Then, if it was a great takeaway, pakisabi, that was a great takeaway. Okay, let's move on. You think unemployed time is bad. Some of us, tayong mga millenniums, di ba? Papagtampo na yung tawag. The word millennial was invented anyway. So, it was actually from a book that was printed in around year 2000. So, tayong mga millenniums, people who are living past the year 2000, the millennium, okay? We sometimes don't want to work. Sometimes we want to do projects, right? So we don't really have anything to put in the resume ko, no. And we don't put it in the resume, which is totally wrong. Because if all you did is, watch basketball for 6 months, fine. Sabihin mo, mastered basketball statistics, blah, blah, blah. Because that is something. Like, if you could talk about the basketball events in great detail after 6 months of watching, then that is still something. If all you did was eat and get depressed, obviously, that's really bad. But if you did something that you're really interested in, you studied dance, you failed, nabalian ka, but that in unemployed time is really good. So you need to in, lalong na if the stuff you learn in that time is actually gonna help you in other aspects of the work, like perseverance, patience, endurance, dealing with difficult people, anything you did when you were unemployed that helped you develop character, your own, that you became better, or maybe you became worse, and then you repented, so there's still improvement, then you should put that in the resume. Because more and more people are not just looking for skills, they're looking for character and attitude. Attitude is not just gonna come out of work. Attitude is gonna come out of anything you do. And if you can tell a story about what happened when you volunteered for Anawim for 3 months, which is unemployed time, really. You went in an old folks' home. What did you do there? How did you change? What did you learn? Great storytelling for your interview. And for those who don't know, interview time is storytelling time. So if you're telling stories in an interview, you are powerful. Pakitype nga yan. If you're telling stories in the interview, you are powerful. So, when's the best time to get stories? While you're working or when you don't have work? You get more life stories when you don't have work. Okay, so kasi working is ganito eh. I wake up, I go to the office, I work, I go home, I go party with my friends. Such boring stories. But if you're not working, there's a lot of stories to tell. And that is number 5. Okay, number 6. Ito. Ito hindi ko sasabihin sa inyo. Because I listen to people who go get the workshop, my workshop, which was my virtual careers workshop. The date was free on October 14 or 7. And those who will get this Saturday's workshop sa resume and positioning. But I will tell you this. Almost nobody knows how to use references. Can you tell me how to use references? Very, very few people know how to use references. And so a lot of people drop the references from the from the resume. Yes, even I don't teach people that before because I didn't know this before. So pati ako may progress na from not knowing nothing to knowing something. Did you know there is a powerful way to use references to prove to clients that you are worth paying a lot? Okay, I'm only going to teach you this one because I actually reserved the answer for people who buy paid courses. But if you're I'm gonna give you a tip though. If you're ever going to use references, make sure you had a pleasant conversation with them before you put them in your resume. Did you get that? Before you put the people in your resume, make sure you have a pleasant conversation with them about work before you put them in the resume. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you don't know, if you don't want to talk to these people, you can't use the power of references. So if you want to know the answer to this question, how to use it, you got to sign up to October 7, get the downloadable of May 20. Tapos na, di ba? The workshop, or join us in June 10. I got this workshop on resume and positioning for virtual professionals. That's a live event. There's also a downloadable. Go get that and you'll know the answer to this one. Okay, because it's a big secret of mine. Number 7, you're still attached to your old email address. Okay. Okay, do me a favor, type in your email address in the chat room. We won't use it, we just want to see it. Okay? Your email address in the chat room. You don't have to give us the whole at something something. You just give us the name before the at. You don't tell us if it's Hotmail or Gmail. We don't really need it. We just need to know your email address, the beginning of your email address. And yes, you will be your submission will be cited. Okay, it will be used as an example. You may feel some pain if we feel that your email is not up to par. Okay. Okay. If you have a number attached to your email address, change it. Use an email address that has no number. Okay? Just in today's world, your email address must be first name, last name, or a brilliant positioning statement. Like, see Adrian, look, business analytics wizard. That's it. That's an email address. Evelyn C. Jara, that's also an email address. But anything with a number on it, get rid of it. Meaning to say, create a brand new one in Gmail. Okay? Because if you're too attached to your email address, you're making it really difficult for your client to remember your email address. Why would they know that 2399 is connected to your email address? They can never remember that. Yes? If your first name, last name is your email address, then go ahead, get that. Don't put any middle initials anymore because people don't address you that way. Yes? So Can Stan is that's your real name, and then that's great. You can stay with that email address. So try not to be attached with your email address because it really helps. It doesn't help people remember you. Okay, number 8. Ayan. Oh, this is so funny. Somebody once told me and asked me just recently, Jomar, I made your resume in the format that you said. O, diba? Ang galing. Sinunod niya yung format ko. Tapos, sabi niya, but nobody's hired me. Bakit? So, tinignan ko yung resume niya. Guess what? Guess what? Ask me ba, anong nakita ko sa resume niya? Mukhang unprofessional. Tanungin, bakit mukhang unprofessional? Kasi ang gamit niya, Arial, New Roman. Ang laki-laki pa. And sorry for laughing again. Masanay na po kayo. Arial, I mean, mali. Hi, I'm back. Sorry nawala ako. I did something wrong. I'm back. What I was saying is, if you are using Arial or Times New Roman or Cabrilli, you probably should not use those because they are so overused in the corporate world that uh, Arial doesn't look good. Look at that picture of Arial. It doesn't shout, I'm a professional. And New Roman is designed for like libro. You are not a book, right? And the thing about fonts is I can't really tell you what to use because it's all about humility. Sino ka ba? Right? Ano ba ang klaseng tao ikaw? Ano? Pwede mong sabihin ko ang klaseng pumili ng font. Sorry. Pwede rin. So, give you a suggestion. Okay? Punta kayo dito sa website na to, pumili kayo ng dalawa, tapos na. So that's the suggestion. P1, so these are free fonts you can download directly from the internet, and they will teach you to pair. Now, meron wine pairing, meron ding font pairing. And you might say, wow, that's different. Yeah, ganun talaga. So you go to this place and then just pick the fonts that they tell you. If it's parang medyo personality mo, like Carla, Valera, Quicksand, Valera Round, Roboto, Proxima Nova, they're very popular today. But at the same time, um, you need to use a font pairing app like this one, pyp.io, and then, i-type mo Valera, type mo halimbawa. Halimbawa, gusto ko Open Sans, whatever that is, okay? So I look and it's gonna tell you what Open Sans looks like pag mag-isa siya. Tapos at the same time, pwede kang magdagdag ng Open Sans and Brandon Grotesque. So these two fonts go together well. You don't need to have any brains. Just download both fonts. They're free. And then use them in your resume. Kung ayaw mo niyan, Montserrat and Open Sans come together also. And all the other stuff like Bitter Open Sans on Source Sans Pro. This lesson itself will make you look so impressive to anyone who sees your documents. Because wow! Ang gaganda ng layout mo. Tapos sabihin mo, sir, thank you. Pero hindi nyo alam. Hindi maganda ang layout. Okay? Maganda lang ang font. Okay. Tanong ni June, paano mo mabasa ni client yan? Pag ginawa mo yung PDF mo, isama mo yung fonts. There is a way to create a PDF that includes the fonts. You understand? You get that? There is a way to create the PDF so that it includes the fonts. So when you give the PDF to the client, the PDF contains the font. That is the design of PDFs on the planet. Portable document format is the meaning of PDF. It was designed to be a portable document format. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Pero merong way to make a PDF na mali. So yung hindi kasama yung font. So there's an option in when you make a PDF, like say in Microsoft Word, include fonts. Okay. Sabrina, yung 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 website nandyan on. Ilagay sa chat room. Oh, yan. Anyway, let's move on. Moving on. Number 9, you're still reading an offline career book for tips. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Okay? Yung sa inyo nagbabasa ng career books mula sa bookstore, okay? Tapos ginagamit nyo yung tips sa virtual careers. Offline career books ang ginagamit mo. And let me show manual for job hunters and career changers. This guy is so smart, he made one version per year. Maybe I will follow him because, he's smart. So meron din siyang, what color is your parachute for teens? So wow, ang galing. So gagawa na rin ako ng ganito. Per year, gagawa ako ng career. 2,000 something. It's na, di ba? So pwede na akong gumawa after 1 year. So 2017 or 2018. So the problem with using books like this, they're gonna teach you all the wrong things. I got a copy of this. It's like reading a blog on careers, and they don't really tell you the ins and outs of online virtuals. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Are gonna tell you how to font pair. Let's find out. Pairing, ano pangalan? Where's your parachute? Is that the book? What? No. What's your color? Your parachute? What color is your parachute book? Let's see if they teach font pairing. Let's teach that now. Font pairing. No. Wala. You should be able to see both font pairing and what your parachute inside the what parachute website. On Pinterest, so if Pinterest is appearing, then no. Pinterest is general purpose na corkboard of the world. So no. So you're not gonna learn font pairing inside this career book. Okay? And the online font pairing is very important because it tells for good visuals online. Okay? Also offline, pero mas importante kung online kasi papasahin nila sa internet. Okay? So that's number 9. Stop reading offline career books for tips on virtual careers because it's not going to help you with specific things like this. Okay. Before we go to number 10, before we go to number 10, I just have one announcement in cable, the GNN channel. Have you seen the GNN channel? I've got an interview. Okay, somebody will interview me on Friday this week. I don't know the time, so it's my third time to appear in GNN, pero iba-ibang mga ano. Unofficial pala to. Shush, wala ba sila GNN at na GNN? Global News Network. Uh, apparently they don't. They don't have a channel, which is sad. Anyway, I'll just help them out. Bottom line, I gave you the unofficial one because talks about event. So Global News Network this Friday, catch it. I think they're gonna do interviews this Saturday. That I'm not sure. So just watch people about this. Then on Friday, turn on your GNN and watch out for the business. Hindi ko alam yung show name eh. Business Talk ata yung show name. They will be doing interviewing me in their business show sa Global News Network. Okay? So, I'm not sure wala ko anong pangalan ng show. I'm finding it hard to find the name of the show. But anyway, everybody type GNN so you can remember hindi CNN. It's GNN. It's a local Philippine cable channel. Okay? Hindi CNN. Wala naman akong controversial may kukwento eh. Okay, so hindi CNN. Okay, folks? So watch out for that. Hope you guys watch that. Watch it with family, by the way. Watch it with family. If you're a virtual professional at kayo ay you kind of struggling with your relationships, meaning hindi sila naniniwala na ikaw ay totoo, you're a real human being, you're really earning online, a TV show like this can help them leave it because, hello, it's a 30-minute TV show, right? So better make sure you watch it with family. Okay? So God bless. We'll get it online later, I think. I suppose. Okay, docs? I'm not sure. We'll ask permission for them to put it online so you can watch it. If you're watching it on the internet, it's different when we're sitting at home on the television. So why don't you just go to some place na may TV with your family and watch it there para lang it helps them. This is one big piece of advice you're gonna today na very important. Your relationships at home will not believe that Earth is real. I don't believe it. if they see it on TV, credibility. Ang credibility mo, credibility mo, may one way to show with somebody you love. Okay, it will make your life easier. Okay, Alice. Next announcement. You want to see a sample resume? Irene, I don't know the time. I'll have to find out for what time. I'll announce it na lang kung anong time. Tanong kay Renilyn na yun. Si Renilyn yung contact ko. Renilyn is one of the people who helps me here. Okay. Ito, text ko na. Ayan, na-text ko na. Interaction niya. So, another announcement, if you want to see a resume, an actual resume, and do workshops on an actual resume, samples of resumes, and show you an actual copy, broken down, as in inanalyze yung copy, then please attend the June 10 workshop. We have a few slots left for this event. How do we go to this website? Meron ba tayong link dyan for our positioning and resumes and positioning na event? So we're gonna do this once lang, and it's gonna teach you positioning and resume making for virtual careers, and then we're gonna put it off for the internet for recorded na lang. Okay, so if you're looking for the lowest price to ever get this in, it's this June 10. You can join online, meaning to say you buy before June 10, so you get the recordings at the lowest rate, or you can join us live. It's gonna be here in Ligaya Center in Taguig, in DCDA, sa may C5. Okay? Near BGC. Okay, so yan yung second. That's resume. Kaya niyo pa ba? Sabi niyo nga, Jomar, next week na lang. Ang dami masyado. Pwede ba gusto next week na lang? Tuloy pa rin. Kaya pa. Ako sa akin, okay lang pahinga. Di ba? Next week. Next week na lang. For number 10. Okay. Let's wait for your answer. Meanwhile, you still believe blog posts in giving you employment resume advice, but you're using it for virtual careers. I'm talking about yung pag naghanap ka sa internet ng resume mistakes. And ganyan mo siya. Unang lalabas sa'yo, Business Insider. Okay, monster.com. Monster.com. Tapos, forbes.com. Yan. Halos lahat ng mga mistakes nila designed for employee na format. Okay? So sabihin nila, don't use cliches and overuse words like hardworking. Mga sir, hindi nga natin ginagawa yan sa mga resume natin. We don't even use those kinds of words. Excellent, creative, Okay? So sabihin nila, make sure wala kang typographical errors. Siyempre, sabihin nila, huwag ka magsinungaling. Siyempre, put your responsibilities, put your accomplishments. Depende. You know what I mean? They usually give you the obvious answers. So be careful when getting advice from blog posts na ang design na lang ay ano ba naman yan? Kasi there are very specific websites for jobs who's only creating the blog post so that they will get read. Okay? But need to continue because we are at the cutting edge. We know what these people are doing with formats. And the reason I'm not I'm not a normal person. You are not going to live a normal life if you keep listening to me, and you are not going to earn a normal income. So we create highly abnormal resumes, but are extremely attractive to clients, which doesn't exist when you read blog posts because I don't public my my format. It's inside the workshops, right? So be careful when reading blog posts. Okay, difference between a proposal, a cover letter, and work that you must be paid for. And this is like kinakatakot ko when somebody says, Jomar, I gave a proposal to the client. Like, what? Bakit mo ginawa yun? Why did you give a proposal to the client? And then we'll have to discuss first, no? What is a proposal? Because sometimes the client says, I promote my campaign. I'm running for senator. Yan, halimbawa. Ano, bawal gawin yung proposal ng ganito. Because that is called work you must be paid for. If you detail, you know what I mean? If you detail your day-to-day or specific things you're going to do to promote a client, if you give the details, that's paid work. That is not a proposal. The 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 family the family the client is probably saying, thank you for giving me a very, very complete proposal. I will now give this to my nephew who will do it for me for free. Thank you very much for your inputs. Hindi niya sasabihin sa'yo, siyempre, na ibibigay niya sa nephew. Sasabihin niya sa'yo, I'm really sorry, your price is too high for me. Ganyang klase. So I cannot work with you today, blah blah. So sayang ka ng oras. That is called work you need to be paid for. Now there is a second way to be confused. What is a cover letter? That is the letter that explains the resume. And usually we do a workshop on this. I will tell you what you need to know. Okay, I tell you what you need to know. Regarding the workshop, of the job description. The proposal is extremely short. Let's say it's an Upwork proposal. It has to be an Upwork proposal. Hindi yung proposal that you must be paid for na dinetalye mo gagawin mo sa client. Like, I will create an email catcher for you. I will sign up for this website, and this website will help you do the following. Explain ka pa, no? Hindi mo gagawin yun. Pag ginawa mo yan, wala. Hindi ka hire ng client. Okay? Anyway, so the proposal that I'm talking about is the Upwork proposal, and that one gives a short explanation on why you should be the one the client will hire. This is centered specifically on what you can do na nandun sa kanyang job description. Okay? Gets nyo? Hindi siya ubusan ng isang oras ng buhay mo. Okay? It has to rotate around the job description, that proposal. That way, you don't expose the client to your knowledge na pwede niyang sabihin, ay, hindi kita hire kasi hindi kita afford. Okay? Be very centered on his job description. Pag sinabi niya, I need somebody to write 25 blog posts a month. Lagay mo doon, I can write 25 blog posts a month. Ganun kasimple. Okay. Number 12. You feel bad when you can't put X years experience in your resume. You kind of feel impressed of people na maraming experience. Yes or no? Pakisabi nga, are you impressed with people na sinasabing, hindi lang experience, no? Pati yung experience na parang, wow, ang tindi naman na experience nila, nakakaiyak ko. Ako hindi ko kayang gawin, wala akong ganyang klaseng experience. Like, like handled $2 million worth of Facebook ads. Ganyang klase, di ba? Or has 5 years experience in social media marketing. Akala mo may big deal yun? Hindi. Hindi. Hindi big deal yun. The big deal there is never care who directed the film when you watch the film. Yes or no? Can you even tell me who directed the Wonder Woman film that got out recently? Yung recent na Wonder Woman, 2017. Can you tell me the director? You don't. You don't know the record of the director, but you watch it anyway. Because when it comes to online stuff, virtual careers, the track record is not as important as what you can do today. If you can show the client what you did last week, a month ago, you show what you did. That's more impressive than saying I got 5 years experience in project management, because that's the past. So much that sobrang layo ng past na yon. It's no longer interesting to the client. Mas interesado ko siya na ginawa ko yung itong bagay na to, itong Facebook ad na to, itong Instagram ad na to last week. That's even more impressive. So if you feel bad that you're a newbie, try not to, because it only matters if you can do it, not how many years you've done it. Okay. So, number 13, you don't know how to say, you don't know how to do it in a way that gets you hired anyway. Halimbawa, merong job description na ang laman 10. 10 skills. Ang kaya mong gawin, 3. Ano sabihin mo? Ay, di ko kayang gawin yan. So, wag lang. Di ba? Di ba? Wag na lang. Bakit wag na lang? Hindi mo kayang gawin yung 9, ay 8, di ba? Hindi mo kayang gawin yung 8. Kaya mong gawin yung 2. What do you do? Yung 2, yun yung major, right? So how do you say that? Sa totoo lang, hindi mo kailangan masyadong isip kung paano sabihin yun. All you need to do, sabihin mo lang. I can do skill 1 and skill 2. You can give me time, I can learn skill 3, 4, 5. You can say that. Straight, di ba? Straight. Yun lang. Just, tama si Irene. Sobrang be honest. Do you know that honesty, yung tinatawag nilang best policy, yan ang gusto ng client. Kasi it's character. It's a great attitude to have. If you have good attitude, people love you. Clients love to keep you because you're honest. Pakitype, honesty is refreshing. Honesty is so refreshing in online. Bakit? In virtual careers, we are not seen by our clients. We do not see our clients. And if we secretly cheat our work, like, work na lang ako ng ano, wala ngayon, wala. Bukas babawi na lang ako. Tapos, may critical ka na work na dapat gawin, hindi mo ginawa. Bukas mo gagawin. Client doesn't know, but only sees the effect. You didn't do the work, tataka siya. Ni-report mo, nakabawi ka naman sa oras, pero hindi mo sinabi na wala ka palang ginawa. You get me? So, there is no honesty. You just neglected to inform the client you weren't there. Hindi naman siya nakatutok sa'yo na parang dragon. So, hindi niya alam na nag-absent ka pala talaga. Ay, bumawi naman ako eh. So, there is lack of honesty there. So, when you present honesty in your stories, no, like for example, that, mag-a-apply ka, hindi mo naman talaga alam, the client is refreshed. And that's usually a good ground for hiring. Because, get this, people hire for attitude. People hire for attitude. They don't really hire for skill. Skill can be trained, attitude cannot. Matagal ang training ng attitude. And very few clients have the time to train you on attitude. Gusto na lang nila meron ka na nung attitude na yun. Okay, so if there's anything you can remember from this webinar is just be totally honest, and very simple yung pagiging honest. Hindi yung, I'm really sorry, apologetic. Just be honest. Okay? And you'll get that. You'll get the job. Okay. So I hope that helps you. Number 14. Oh, yeah. You if you ever put photos in your resume, you never test them. I'm pretty sure none of you have done this. Have you tested your photos to find out if it's a professionally looking photo or not? Pag lagay ka ng photo sa Upwork, have you tested it? Do you know how to test it? Do you know how to test your photo? Do you want to know why? I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you why. You have to show your face, you have to smile, and your background must not be distracting. In the picture you're seeing here, the guy in white sa right side, no? He presented two photos, one na malayo siya, one na malapit siya, one na nakasmile na maganda, yung isa medyo reserved smile, and people rated him highly competent, highly likable, and less influential. Confident, likable, but less influential dun sa close-up shot. Okay? And here's a funny thing. The guy presented 4 pictures of himself at the bottom. And guess what? Some of his pictures. Okay? So, but look, he has a dark photo with high trust. Okay? Low smart. And the only thing na mataas is authentic dun sa pinutol niya yung girlfriend niya, katabi niya, sa left side. So, different shots have different emotions na ilalabas. So, if you want to know if your shot is good, you go to photofeeler.com. Pretty sure may bayad to, but I haven't really checked it out inside. Kasi may credits eh. But, go to Photofeeler and load 2 pictures. Pero sa totoo lang, you don't really need to do that. You just understand that I already gave you the rules of pictures. Did I just give it to you? Warm smile, good eye contact, undistracting background, clear, hindi madilim, all those things, no? Make sure the background is plain, it's not busy. Yeah. All those things, well lit, wala masyadong shadows. Usually, a professional photographer will do that for you. Okay? Pero ito, ginagawa ni Photofeeler, it gives you an A/B test for your photographs and gives you what actual people think when they see your picture. So this is run by human beings checking out your pictures to see kung maniniwala ba sila sa sinasabi mo, hindi. So, which is really fun and funny at the same time. So that's Photofeeler, another takeaway for everyone. Next week. It's number heard of testing your resume photos ever. But maybe not. We'll never know. So number 15. You don't know what your personality is, much less express it in a resume. As I said, clients hire for attitudes, also known as behavior, and also known as personality. Iba pala yun. Iba pa yung personality. But they also hire sometimes on personality, which means dapat alam mo yung personality mo. And the problem here is most people don't know their personality. Are you bubbly, reserved, introvert, extrovert? That's all you know. Introvert, extrovert, that's all you know. That's not enough. You have to find out what kind of person you are, your personality. And a lot of people will say, I'm fun to be with, mga ganyan. So if you're fun to be with, I should read that in your resume. Pakisabi nga, if I am fun, if I say I'm fun, my resume should be fun. That's how you express your personality in a resume. Okay? Because some clients will hire for personality because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who's fun, talkative, always joking, or slightly weird. Diba? So when I'm not talking about DISC, that's behavior. DISC is behavior. That's not personality. I'm using the words fun because that's personality. Okay? Extremely reserved, madly lunatic, mga ganyan. Fun. If I say I am yung OC, yun, obsessive compulsive, it should show. Ganon. So what is your personality? Are you lighthearted? You're not fun, you're just lighthearted? Are you always peaceful? Yeah, it should show in the resume. Right? And that makes the resume stand out. Not everybody should be fun. They should be themselves. Right? Of course, alam naman natin, the battle for many things in our life is the battle against ourselves. Meaning, the battle against not knowing who we are, yung mga ganung kagimikan. So, if you know who you are, that's a laking battle na na-fight na, tapos na. You get me? It's also a great battle if you know who you are in a marriage and your spouse knows who she is in a marriage and you know each other. Ganyan. So, madaling magtanggap ng isa't isa. Hindi, bakit ka ganyan? Di ba? So that's a big side tip for you guys in relationships. Know who you are. Spend more time understanding who you are. Not just DISC, which is behavior, but also personality. And know your spouse's behavior and personality as well. Okay? That's 15. 16. You think creative looking resumes are cool and they must get lots of jobs. The creative looking resumes are created by graphic artists usually, and they look cool. They do look cool. I think they look cool, but essentially they just look cool. Elements of everything I said today, a cool looking resume and your ordinary looking resume. Who's gonna get the job? Trick question. Creative resumes, ang daming ganyan na makikita sa mga blog posts ng mga graphic artists. Tapos, you know it's creative because it has blocks of color, Yeah, this one, this has tons of draw can't print and stuff. Layouting it this way will earn as a layout artist. Okay. We are not encouraging you to be layout artists. We are not encouraging you to be graphics. Only because this one heavy repetition job, which means you really have to be really good, just stand out so you can get paid high. Let them compete with each other. Stay out of the graphic design. Make sure if you know graphic design, it's just a side talent. Type the word side talent. Okay? Hindi siya main. So if you're gonna be a graphic artist and you're listening to me, you already have a build. You have a massive net of competition around the world. That's who's better than you. So I suggest you learn something in addition to graphic art. Like video marketing. You know graphic, but you also know video marketing. They're not gonna hire you for your graphic. They're gonna hire you because you have a combination of skills. Punch, kumbaga. That's the job. 17. You are not enjoying this at all. You are so worried about what if you don't get a job? What if you make this this whole resume so hard, difficult time, blah 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 blah. You get me? It's not easy for you to do this, and you're just getting frustrated. So the concept of enjoying it is not even in your brain, right? You need to learn to enjoy this process, meaning let your personality come out more. What what you enjoy, you put it in your resume first. Okay? Only because if you enjoy, then you just become less frustrated and stuff like that. Who likes to be more frustrated? So, tama, di ba? You don't want to be more frustrated. So, God bless. Let's proceed with the next one. 18. 18. When you use your resume, when you create your proposal, resume, or cover letter, you actually use a word processor. So what's wrong? How do you use what do you use? Word processor, Microsoft Word, Google Docs, when you write your resume, cover letter, and proposal. The solution to this is actually easy. Don't use a word processor. You have to ask me what shall I use. Come on, kaya mo yan. Kaya mo yan. Jomar, what shall I use? Tignan natin kung may tao pa. Kung walang tao, quit na natin yung webinar. Jor, if I make a resume, what shall I use? Sabi mo, bawal gumamit ng word processor. Google Docs. Ay, anong gagamitin ka? Ay, apa, anong gagamitin ko? You heard this here. Alam niyo, wala talagang value masyado yung maririnig niyo sa akin first time. Wala masyado. Sa totoo lang. You know what? After I say this to you guys, 20 of you will tell it to someone else, and then you just feel good that you did. But really, you should do it first before telling to other people, because you do not understand if you just tell them, uy, magandang idea yun, no? Sabi ni Joe, gumawa ng word processor. Ang gamitin ay... Ano gagamitin? Sabihin niyo sa akin, anong gamitin? Ewan ko. Anong dapat gamitin? Ang dapat, sige. Visyo. Wow. Luma na yan, sir. Hindi. Kaya gamit ng visyo. Instagram? Hindi rin. Okay, bago ko sagutin. Kailangan mag-announcement muna ako, di ba? PowerPoint? Hindi. Canva? Hindi rin. Skype? Resume nga eh. Itatype mo pa rin. Wala man lang naghula ng papel. Kasi ang sagot hindi papel. Hindi papel. To write your resume, to write your proposal, to write your cover letter, you need to use one tool. And you use it like you use it every day. Actually, you guys use this every day. No, not Facebook. Close, but not Facebook. Okay. Grammarly? Pwede. Nope. Keynote? Nope. The easiest way, Snagit? Pwede. WordPress? Hindi rin. No. Kasi ang problema sa mga resume, pangit ng pagkagawa. You know what? Why pangit? It's stiff. It's formal. It's too desperate. People write resume to get a job. So the mood of the entire resume is, I want a job. I want a job. Give me a job. Give me a job. It's ugly. So the easiest way to get rid of that is to start writing your resume in hindi Notepad. That's funny though, but not Notepad. Okay. So let me help you. Can I help you? Here's what you do. You start writing the first pages of your resume, however you start, using this tool, and then you send it to me. Here's my email address. Start later, after the webinar, You start writing the first few lines of your resume, then you send it to me. What tool are you going to use? How are you going to write the resume? I think I just show you na lang. Show you. I will show you the line para masaya. Abe! Nakuha na ni Abe. How do you create? You use your email. MailChimp. Inbox. Email. Email mo. Hindi PDF. Isuot mo sa... When you write your resume, you do not format it in email. You write it in the email. Okay? So hindi ka... I didn't say PDF. I said, I don't think I need to say anything. I'm already doing it. I'm already writing a resume in this. So how do you write? How do you write in an email? Ang weird naman, ano, kung hindi nyo alam paano magsulat sa isang email. And that solves the boringness of your resume. That solves the formalness of your resume. You use your email compose box to write your resume, to write your cover letter, to write your proposal, and then copy this out. When you're finished, you copy it into your Microsoft Word to format and convert it into PDF. But the tone, can you just type the word, the tone, intonation, the attitude you use in writing the resume should be as if it was an email to your friend who has a job opening. Do you get this? You use the tone you always use when you send an email to someone, when you write your cover letter, your resume, and your proposal. Okay? Did anybody get this? I mean, you actually got my point. Because most of us feel, I don't know how to make one, hindi impressive, sira. Marunong ka bang magpadala ng email? You write your resume like you're writing an email. Do you get me? Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Fine. Number 19. You keep all your negative thoughts bottled in while writing. This is true. Here's what you do. Before you start writing all your negative thoughts in a piece of paper so it doesn't go into your resume. Halimbawa, ganito. Magsisimula ka ng resume writing ganito. Grabe naman. Ano? Di naman talaga ako techie. Pretend pa ako. Iba naman to. Nag-aralan ko. Hina-hina ako. Bobo ko naman. Di naman ako tapos eh. All that junk. You see all that junk? So stop bottling them in. Put them in writing. Bottle and keep and save as if magkakaroon ka ng return on investment sa negative thoughts. You write your negative thoughts on paper and then finish it, and then you start writing your resume. We do not need your negative thoughts while you write, okay? Because it will seep into the paper or the compose box of your email because you're telling yourself all these negative things. Magkakaroon pa ba ako ng trabaho sa internet? Wala naman ako masyadong alam. Nagpe-pretend lang naman ako. Bobo-bobo ko. Pilipino lang naman ako. Taga Cebu lang naman ako. Taga Marawi lang naman ako. Taga Indonesia lang naman ako. Yaya lang naman ako. Katulong lang naman ako. All that junk. Okay? Write them down to eliminate them. Okay? Number 20. You say you believe in your skills but you never overbid. Ano ba yung overbid? Sabihin, mayroon job. May job opening, right? Tapos, nakalagay doon, $100. Ang bid mo, ano? Magkano? Magkano bid mo? Sabi ng $100 eh. Anong bid mo? Meaning, how much do you want the client to pay you? Sabi mo, believe ka sa sarili mo. Di ba? Something like 50% more than the bid. Yan. Dapat mas mataas. Kasi sabi mo, believe sa sarili mo. Okay? So, I'll give you an actual example. VA 101 na course ko. You need to finish that to understand how this works. Because this is the actual output of a VA 101 job. Market research report writing. Ang presyo niya, $3,500. For those of you na gusto ng pera, maganda ba yung $3,500? $175,000 po yan. Okay. So this is obviously writing. Okay. And nakasabi naman, budget is starting point. So ano gagawin mo? Mag-bid ka ng mataas. Sabi mo naman sa'yo kasi, sabi mo naman, believe ka sa sarili mo. Yes. So go. Mag-bid ka ng mataas, $5,000. Gets? May ano naman eh, may high rating naman si client. Nag-spend na siya ng $5,000 in the past. Nag-7 hires na siya, 2 active. $18 an hour average rate. Kung per hour ang rating, panahil ka $30. Ganun. Kasi sabi mo, believe ka. Diba? Kung believe ka lang. Okay. So, nasa tayo. That's number 20. And before we go to the last 3, let me ask you a favor, because it matters to me that you guys actually do this favor. Go to the Jomar Hilario Virtual Careers and kuha kayo ng poster on what you learned. This is the thing. Again, that's the link. Go there and actively become a member. It's free. And tell people what you learned today. Because there are 3,000 people in this group, 10,000 people in the other group. I have a secret group that has 10,000 people in it. And only you guys are here. So, kukunti lang kayo. So, sayang naman. Akala ng mga veterano, luma yung kwento ko. Sorry, I always make it a point to teach new stuff. Like all the time, right? So, so that's how I roll. So please help me out by going to the Virtual Careers group and tell people using a poster or a post what you learned or how you feel, kahit how you feel lang about today's webinar. So I'll get encouraged. Right? So Okay, announcement before we go to the last read, then we're gonna go to sleep na. Well, actually, kayo lang. So, is there anyone here na sinasabi, okay to, meron, meron ka bang way, Jomar, para tumaas yung confidence ko? Kasi, yeah, I'm learning about resumes and stuff, but bababa ng confidence ko eh. Babanting ko sarili ko, hindi ako magaling dyan, ang kaya ko lang konting computer lang, Microsoft Word, Excel, ganun. You just really look down on yourself and stuff like that. I do have a something for you if you're that person saying I really want to improve. Is anybody here who really wants to improve? Sa totoo lang, this thing that I have, everybody should take this. Everybody should. Because it will help you so much when it comes to time efficiency. I could have called this a time management course. Maybe I'll do that next time. But yun yung mag-effect niya. You'll be able to manage your time faster. Okay, and this course is called the How to Be a Techie webinar series. Okay? Because ganun eh. Ganun talaga yung prerequisite. If you want to learn how to literally use time very efficiently, then you need to understand how geeks and techies think. Hindi yung marunong sila mag-programming and stuff like that. No. It's about the mindset of a techie. Okay? It's very important na you think that way also. Okay? Hindi the way you are. Na, ito lang kasi alam ko. So I actually am announcing today that the June 7 webinar has been moved to June 16 to give you more time to join. So it's no longer May 11, which you'll get a recording. It's not June 7, it's June 16 and June 28. So I'm giving you up to 2 weeks to join us. No, that's Friday next week para maka-join ka sa webinar. This is a must. If you bought the book, Virtual Careers, tas kulang ka sa confidence in front of the computer or feeling mo ang galing-galing mo na sa computer, pero binigyan kita ng CSS, hindi mo maintindihan. So, you need to get this course. Understanding XML is one of the things outcomes of this course. XML is like the universal mother language of the internet. It's not HTML, it's XML. And I can teach you that. Do you know I've been teaching XML for 20 years? So, hello, I know how to teach XML. I taught that to people in our office. 20 years? Hindi ata accurate yun. Teka lang, let me check. I did XML 2004. Ano yun? Anong year? More than 10 years? Yeah. More than 10 years. I taught people XML around that time. Hindi, baka year 2000 pa. Around 2000. So, I will teach you XML. I'll even teach you CSS in this course. Yung mga words na ginagamit ko, XML, CSS, the important thing here is the internet is made out of those. You need to know those things. So, hindi kayo tatakot pag hinaharap kayo ng ganun. Plus, I'm also going to teach you how to efficiently use the machine without boring you about the history of the machines and stuff like that. More of yung useful talaga. Yung ginamit yung keywords, wow, magician ka. Ganun. Right? And it's really more of an attitude that's teaching you the skills, no? I'm gonna tell you the resources you should get, but more of just join it, Kung geek ka, marunong ka mag-Linux, do not join. Do not join. Kung marunong ka mag-Linux, you already know. But if you wanna know yung mas dikit, no? Mas confident na dikit sa technology, sa internet, make sure you get this. Because I'm gonna push everyone to join at a higher price after this live webinars because it's very, very essential for high confidence, really high confidence. No? By the way, I also tackle being a techie using your smartphone, not just your computer and the internet. Okay? So please make sure you join the non-techie, this one, our non-techie webinars. Okay? Right now, it's low priced, it will be high priced pag natapos na yung recordings niyan. So you can still join us Sa June 16 live. Okay. XML is the mother tongue of HTML and CSS. Mother. Parang Latin. If you know Latin, madali ka maka-understand yung Italian, Spanish, and French. You know that? Kasi yung mother nun is Latin. Okay. To a certain extent, English indirectly comes from Latin. Mas direct pa yung tatlo kaysa sa English. Yes, if you took the VA 2013, please get the techie course. Mas makakatulong sa'yo in being more confident in facing the internet and saving a lot of time. Okay? Nakakatanggal din ng maraming frustration. Talaga kung techie ang mindset mo, ang approach mo sa things. Because we approach things differently than most people, mga techie. So you need to get that approach, that mindset. Okay? Because I know the frustration of not being able to understand because you're trying to understand the wrong thing. So if you can only transport the brain of the techie to you, I'll do that. All right? So thank you very much, Marjorie, for the reminder. Nagja-JSON ka ba? Programmer ka ba, June? Kung coder ka, kaya mo nang i-self-study si XML. Kaya mo na yan kung coder ka. If coder ka. Kung hindi ka coder, wag. Sumali ka kung hindi ka coder. If you do computer programming, you don't need to join the non-techie. You're probably already a techie. Maybe. Not sure. But what I'm teaching you is not just technical skills, but the mindset of techies. Okay? Because like you, I was also a non-techie noon. So kung tamad kang mag-learn ng XML, edi kawawa ka naman. Ang dali-dali na XML eh. Okay. Yeah, the non-techie is a webinar. So you attend it live, online. It's a series of 3 webinars and you can get the recordings afterwards also. Okay? Ang dali-dali ng XML. Sus ko po. Yung JSON nga hindi ko alam eh. Pero feeling ko dinekwat lang niya yung format sa feeling ko sa XML. I think JSON is just an implementation of XML. Let me see. Oh, yeah. JSON is taken from XML. Chinin! Pareho lang sila. You just need to understand. It's very basic. Anyway, let's move on. Thank you so much for listening to me, to this webinar. I'm about to fall asleep out of dizziness. I don't know why. do yourself a favor. Join this non-techie thing. I know it sounds silly. I'm calling it techie, non-techie. So, magaling naman ako matakasalan. Mas gagaling ka pa. And that's really our permanent situation is we want to become better all the time, right? Once you get the mindset, you don't need the training anymore. Okay, let's move on. Number 21, you're in a selling mode because freelancer sites say sell yourself when you upload your resume or apply for a job. And it's one of the big problems if you believe them. Yung mga advice nila, sell yourself. Mali, don't ever do that. When the freelance tell to sell yourself, stop. Don't listen to them. Okay? You need to stay under the mindset of this is not about me. This is about what the client wants. Do not sell yourself. You need to keep talking about what the client wants first before you talk about what you can do. Okay? Because if you start saying, I'm this, and patay na. Client they don't care. They only care about the match, di ba? Ma-match mo yun. You need this, I can do this. You need this, I can do this. Ganun lang kasimple. This is not hard. Okay, number 22. You still put that timeline as if it matters. 1996 to 2000, I did this. 2001, 2017, I did this. Forget about it. Nobody cares about the timeline. Timeline is not important in the resume at all. Client doesn't really want to see what you did 3 years ago. They want to see what you did a few months ago, a week ago, online, in living proof, preferably screenshots. Right? So no timelines at all. And their final reveal, number 23. You're still thinking that the resume itself matters a lot. 10. After discussing 23 massive mistakes for resumes, I think the resume is about to go away. Yeah, I think that the resume is a great summary, but the resume from the very beginning, I've been teaching this now. The resume is just a place to find your blog. Pakisabi nga sa akin kung ano. If the client sees your blog at the first part of the resume, okay, the client will click on that. Especially if it's not a paper. Obviously, usually it's not paper. This is virtual, right? Clicks on the portfolio and looks at your portfolio. Usually, the client forgets your resume and just looks at your portfolio. You get me? And that's why I said, as I promised, no, in the webinar, at the end of this webinar, you're going to be wondering, is the resume important? Only for one purpose, to give the link to the portfolio blog, which you need to make. So, magbababa dun yung client. The client will see the tutorials that you put there, the proof, the screenshots, and they're just going to say, wow, I should hire this guy now. Where's his email address? And of course, if hindi naman yung resume, okay, here's his email address. Pag tingin sa website mo, ay, may website doon, may email na doon. Sige, let's email this guy. Don't forget the resume. So, that is our grand finale. Apparently, the resume, after so big the effort, mas importante pa actually yung cover letter because it's a letter, right? You're gonna write it in email composer, right? Mas importante pa yung proposal na introducing yourself and what you can do versus what the client wants than the resume. The resume is known as curriculum vitae. Yes. It's the same. Okay? So yes, blog pa rin. Actually, hindi basta blog. Portfolio blog. It brags about what you can do. That's still the most important one. And with that, let me finally invite you again to the June 10 live event where you will learn resume building, but the most important one being actually is positioning. Resume is still necessary. We're going to reveal to you the format that we use for the resume and break it down why we do it using marketing mindsets. Right? This is a brand new format for resume. Haven't seen it in the samples online at all. And the more important thing in that event would be our positioning event. Our resume and positioning our positioning exercises will help you understand back. This is the morning of Saturday, by the way. Why would a client hire you based on your lab? And we're not talking about your first name, last name. We're talking about your positioning name. And why most clients are attracted to a positioning name rather than your first name. We're going to answer all those mystery questions. And getting yourself a positioning name or a position is actually the biggest advantage you have over all the other talented, more credible, more good attitude, the virtual professional, because you took the time to study what a position is. And a position is a marvelous marketing practice that we're using for virtual careers. And you guys are one of the pioneers to do it because the world hasn't really, noticed it. So, as wala pang position yung mga competition nyo, you need to take advantage of that by being one of the first to do that. So, final invite for you, join us in the resumes and positioning workshop morning. I think our time is what is it? 8 a.m. 12 p.m. That's 4,000 pesos only. This is a live event, by the way. Live event with the recording, so you can rerun the recording. This is also a workshop. Okay? So, focusing entirely on resumes and positioning. So, you're going to have a lot of fun doing this because fun is important. Right? Thank you so much for joining Jomar Hilario. Ako yun. And do you want a review of everything I just said? Importante ba yun? I'm just asking, Otherwise, thank you for joining. Do let us know immediately. You need to join before Wednesday, okay, for this event, for our June 10th, so we can get you in and then give you some delicious snacks, okay? So only 4,000. It's a live event with recording, and we'll see you there, okay? Again, go to Virtual Business Academy for your courses and the Jomar Hilario Virtual Careers to post your feedback and feelings about this webinar. I really appreciate if you do that. Good night and God bless. America. Hindi na pala ako nagbigay ng chance for questions, no? Sige, magtanong kayo habang gising pa ako. Toink. Suddenly became very sleepy. I don't know why. But maybe because I kept talking all night. Thanks, Darlene. Thanks, Sharon. Brand new names. I'm so happy you guys are here. Sorry, any questions? Please do post your questions. Do I have staff? Anybody team member here? Because I'm so busy. Good night, Patricia. Tanong ba kayo? Tulog na ako. Kaya ako na kayong mag-usap dyan. May team member ba akong present for questions? I'm so sleepy na. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. I'm gonna give you a tip. Okay, kanta. Maybe something you can sing while you do this. So the name of the song is Lions, and it's a very proud song. You're gonna feel good when you sing this song. I'm not gonna play it. You can go use this song while you make your resume or do anything for virtual careers. It's a rock song, but it's about breaking the chain that keeps us slaves and throwing them off. It's a Christian rap song, and it's about uh, being strong and trusting in God. Marvelous rock song. It's also an anthem, so you can stand up while singing it and be proud that God loves you. So use this is an example of the use of music to help you, do your whatever you want to do. So maybe I'll end my webinar by recommending songs like this again. If you get, well, whether you give me feedback or not. I love being able to tell you how to take advantage of everything you have. Like, for example, music. And you're never gonna hear this from anyone else because this nobody cares about Christian rock songs much. But they do help set your mood, which is so important, and give you strength. So this is like a prayer because this is a Christian song made by Christians. It's different. Meron siyang kasamang spirit. So enjoy, play the song before you sleep. You play the song when you wake up. Play the song when you begin your virtual careers, work, you're studying. Sing it, memorize it, and then bring it to your heart, and you will be blessed. I'm pretty sure. Okay, because this song, I make it a career actually to pick the best songs on the planet when it comes to helping our hearts become abundant. Hindi lang Christian faith, pati yung puso maging abundant. So you're fortunate. I'm here. I'm still alive. No? I still like doing this. So I'm gonna share to you a few songs. I do this in the live events, by the way. Pero first time in the webinar. At the end lang, I'll share to you my song that you can use for your journey. Okay, God bless. Virtual careers. The link is there. Enjoy the song. Play it loud. Okay, God bless. Thank you, JN and Karen. I love Skillet. They're my favorite band. Thank you, 30. God bless.